Greetings everyone, Jonathan here, plagiarism day, usual information out there, but today we're gonna talk about something that apparently there's been a little bit of confusion about, and that is Google's DMCA process. Now today we're talking about Google search, not YouTube. I know I'm posting this to YouTube, everyone's gonna want to know about YouTube system. We're coming to that. Be patient. In fact, I advise you highly, subscribe to this. I will be doing it sometime later this week where we talk about that in more detail. It's a very different, very convoluted, very complex system. Needs its own video. Otherwise, we're not going to get through it all. But no, I want to talk about Google search today. And the first question is, of course, why on earth is Google processing these DMCA notices? It's because under the DMCA, they are exempt from liability of copyright infringement caused by what is in its search engine, so long as they work expeditiously, my favorite word in the law, to remove infringing material when they properly notified. So they have to get these notices of infringement, they have to remove it. This is what the law says, so they do it. They comply with the law. But let's roll the clock back just 5 years. I sound like the Joker when I put it that way, but that's not the point. We roll the clock back 5 years. Google was in a very different world with this. The only ways you could realistically send a DMCA notice were via fax and snail mail. So that meant effectively the most technologically advanced company on earth could only receive notices via fax and mail. There was no effective way to email them unless you used a runaround that I knew. But realistically, it was a terrible time, and this was a terrible system for absolutely everyone. For Google, they were wasting a lot of resources and processing notices, and they were definitely not complying with the letter of the law, because that whole expeditiously thing I was talking about, yeah, it was taking them weeks to get these things down. So for them it was expensive and time consuming and not really protecting them legally. For people filing notices it was very difficult and it was very, very slow. And for people that the notices were about, the process was not transparent at all, despite efforts to partner with Chilling Effects and make it so. And the result was a real mess. So about 2 years ago, Google really got on the ball and started trying to fix its DMCA process. And specifically they did two things right around that time. The first was they introduced a web form that plebeians like you and me can submit DMCA notices via and have infringing content removed. So if you are, say, a small content producer, a blogger, or maybe a programmer, a songwriter, or something like that, and you find your content being infringed and you decide a Google DMCA is the best way to handle it, well, you can use the web form and that content will usually be removed within 48 hours. Much, much better than like the 2 or 3 week average that was going on beforehand. But if you're one of the big boys, if you file tens of thousands of notices a day or a week, you get access to a special DMCA backend. It's kind of a members-only club where you can actually submit DMCA notices automatically, and it's all processed pretty much immediately and taken care of that same day, usually within 24 hours. And this is the system that Google puts limitations on. There's a cap on how many each person can file a day, but they've been slowly and steadily raising that cap, especially for the most active filers. And that's why if you look at the Google Transparency Report, link below, you'll see that it's been, and I know I'm doing it backwards for you guys, but it's going way up. That's the reason. They are opening the system up to more and more people, and people are clearing out huge backlogs of URLs that they have. Because the thing about it is, even though Google does allow thousands of takedown notices a day, automated detection makes it possible to spot more than tens of thousands of URLs in a single day. So therefore, there's more content to take down. And those are the three ways you can do it. You can still do the fax and email thing if you're stupid, or you can use the web form, or you can do the back end if you have access to it. And the easiest way to get access to it, by the way, is just start filing a lot of DMCA notices, and Google's going to go, hey, buddy, come here. Yeah, you really want to get in on this. And they'll let you in. That's the easiest way to do it. Me, I don't personally like filing DMCA notices with Google. I think it's a very ineffective way to handle the types of infringement I help deal with. I tend to go straight with the host or cease and desist letters or other means. But that being said, I'm not saying it's right system for everyone. So there are many people who do justifiably file a lot of DMCA notices with Google, and for them the system has improved drastically and things are a lot better. So all in all, that's how you submit a DMCA notice to Google. I actually have a link to the form in the description. A lot of links in the description today. And hopefully this clears up some of the confusion, because this is why some people are saying that they're limiting DMCA notices while others are saying it's unlimited. It's because some people are looking at the back end while others are looking at the web form, which doesn't have a limit, but is really, really difficult to submit thousands and thousands of links via the web form. It's just kind of a difficult form for that. But all in all, the point I'm trying to hit at is this. Google really has revamped and fixed the way they handle DMCA notices, and right now it is faster, cheaper, and more transparent than what they were doing before. And plus, it enables things like the Google Pirate penalty and, most important, like I said, the transparency report. So it's better for everyone. It literally was just an all-around improvement as far as I can tell. But that's what's going on. So if you've ever wondered what happens and how DMCA notices get sent to Google and how Google processes them, there you go. Well, on that note, everyone, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, this is Jonathan Bailey, signing off.